How did you come across our practice?
Facebook. I saw the ad on it and I was curious because family history, and I wanted somebody that would give me answers instead of their remedy.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And can you talk about, were you facing any challenges? Was there anything that was like really standing out to you that you want to address?
I come from a family with cirrhosis of the liver, and I had to have my stomach, a hyoid hernia, put down, and they said I had a fatty liver and stuff, and I was like, I want to address this before it turns to something else. I want help. I don't want a medication and say, oh well, it will get better in time.
So that's a very proactive response. You really jumped ahead of that. Can you speak on, is this something you were actively looking for?
My father passed away at 66 of cirrhosis of the liver. Never drank, never did nothing. Come to find out, it is inherited. I'm one of 6, and all 6 kids have shown up with fatty livers. I'm the only child that wants to get better, I guess you could say. I don't like medications. I don't want what I call the Band-Aid. I want something that's going to help me long term, not short term.
Okay. So when you came across MedMatrix, what were your thoughts?
Very curious. Like, they seem to have more answers instead of let's slap a Band-Aid on it. Let's get in depth. And they want to get down to like what you're facing and what you need help with. And they answer your questions. They don't just, yeah, you're a number. Here, we'll pass you off. And they actually listen. And things that you don't, I guess, say you don't realize that's wrong, they can pick up the underlines and help you address them because they're things that you're not looking at addressing because it's not on your mind. It's been a great experience for me.
Amazing. I take a lot of testimonials, and it really never gets old hearing that like people are having this, oh my God, I didn't even know this. And that's very cool.
It's such a big difference from like going to an ordinary doctor and saying, okay, I'm feeling tired, sluggish, whatever. It's probably weighed this, that, or something. I've had psoriasis most of my life to the point that I wouldn't wear short sleeves. I wouldn't wear shorts or anything. It covered my face. And since I've been going to MedMatrix, they've helped me feel that confidence of knowing it's going away. I'm not feeling like a lizard in my own skin. And it's made my kids happy because they see me get out of what I'm doing and be like, okay, it's okay. We're taking one more step.
Wow. So let's go back and talk about that discovery call. So you see the ad, you get contacted by one of our appointment setters, and then you are put on the phone with a patient success coordinator. And going into that call, did you feel any type of way versus coming out of it, or how was just the overall experience that?
They talked to me and asked me like what my concerns were, what made me want to find help and stuff. They didn't make me feel like I was feeling stupid for asking for the help that I'm looking for. They didn't make me feel out of place because I have medical histories coming from family members that I'm scared for. They actually made me feel comfortable with when I stepped into the conversation that I had these concerns, that they actually would address it and say, okay, these are the blood panels we're going to do. They talked me through everything, and it wasn't like, okay, here we go, we're doing blood work and this is how the blood work is going to be. And it was nice. It was actually more confident for me.
Incredible. So that was before even you had visited the clinic, right?
Yep.
So coming into the clinic, did that discovery call set you up to have any expectations of when you first came for that lab draw?
Oh, I figured it was just going to be an ordinary lab draw, but when I came in, it was very welcoming, and they talked to me that it was more like you felt confident coming in, and you didn't have to worry that if you had a question that you couldn't have it answered, but they answer everything. They listen to, like, I have rolling veins. I was like, just know, you draw blood, I got rolling veins. They listened to me instead of like acting like I don't know my body. And they made me feel very confident with it, knowing that when I'm talking to them, I felt that I was being heard.
So, and that lab draw and the body composition scan. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had an InBody scan before?
Nope.
How's that experience?
At first, I was kind of scared because you stand on that thing and it holds things, and all I could think of is the electric shock therapy. And she was like, oh, no, it's not. It's just, and she explained it to me because I was like, I didn't understand what it was going to do, you know, and you have just all those worries because you see things and you're not really understanding it. But when I did it, it breaks down like my body fat, my water weight, and all that. And she was explaining it to me. It was great because you don't get that from a normal doctor's office. You don't get to see where you're at, so where you can start your progress and where you want to go.
Yeah, it is very cool. I had never done it before I started working here, and I work here and I don't understand this stuff. But the lab team, yeah, they are incredible at just breaking everything down. I went in and I asked them a question today.
Yep.
I probably asked it before, but they're so good with it. So then after you get your lab results back and you did the body composition scan and you're going to see your provider, do you mind if I ask who you see?
I forgot his name. He just left.
Oh, Colin?
Yes.
Yeah. Going into that first appointment, how did you feel versus coming out of it?
He brought up like what my concerns were and stuff, and he even, like I said, with underlying things that I wasn't thinking about, like my hormone levels and stuff like that I wasn't even placing in front of me. He was explaining everything in detail, and he would go over stuff, and he wanted to make sure I was confident and comfortable with what I was proceeding with. Like, he put me on a carnivore diet and stuff, and then with the vitamins, it was geared towards what I was looking for as a goal, but he also helped with like balancing my hormones and my thyroid and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. I've always gone to doctors and he says, oh yeah, you have a sluggish thyroid. I thought it was normal, but he explained to me that it throws off a lot of your body and stuff, and he made me understand things that, like, if I went to a doctor's office and I asked a question, I'd probably feel like a little person in a corner for asking that question when you shouldn't ask a question, and I want answers. So I'm sad for him to leave because I really enjoyed him, but
he has truly been like such a incredible driving force of a provider team, to the point where, you know, they all work very well together. Like, they are, and he's starting his own practice now, so that's really cool that we're able to say, oh, that's awesome that,
Yep.
you know, you're going and you're doing this, you're taking this next step in your career, your profession. We wish him the best of luck. We are sad too.
Yep.
But he really has influence. He has a lot of things here, and it's, you know, passed on to the other providers. It's great. Do you know who you're going to be seeing next?
Sasha Rose.
Yeah, Sasha Rose.
Incredible.
My husband has her, so.
Yeah. Do you like Dr. Rose? She's awesome. She's getting a little annoyed with me on the back end of the webinars. We don't have anything planned to that either. But she's incredible. I learned so much from her. I mean, all the providers cannot speak highly enough. Now I'm going on a tangent. This is not my testimonial. Okay, so let's talk about the team. Your experience with the team. Overall,
I've never had a problem. Brandy was the first one that I ever met for my blood draw and stuff, and she's really cool about answering questions. She's got a great sense of humor, especially when she thinks you're like a little nervous or something. She'll crack a joke just to get you going. But I mean, they're very welcoming. It's not like a medical facility. It's more like a community that's welcoming you to answer questions, and it's really awesome.
Incredible. All right. So how do you feel about your health now versus how you, and your future, maybe your health future now versus how you felt before when you were looking?
So I've struggled for years for answers and stuff, and grew up with the ideal, like, my dad hated doctors because, like he said, it just a band-aid. Since I've started going to Med Matrix, I don't feel like it's a band-aid. I feel like my energy's improved. I have more excitement to do things. I'm not feeling sluggish. I drive my kids crazy with it because it's like I tell them, you know, it's becoming a habit for me, and they're starting to like follow routines of mine, which is great because I don't want them to end up in the wrong footsteps either. And since I started Med Matrix, I've noticed my energy's up. I'm more apt to do things instead of feeling like I don't have the energy to do it, or I don't have the motivation, because either I feel like I'm so tired that I want to sleep. I'm in my 40s. I'm not in my 80s. So, and I see women in their 80s going out and doing stuff, and I want to be one of those. So it feels really good coming through Med Matrix to have that step of somebody helping me balance myself and looking forward with everything. So
that is an amazing response, that your whole life is just, I really like the I'm not 80.
No, I'm not. My grandfather lived to 100 years old, and I want to know how he did it. So
I like that a lot. So what if you had a friend and you were trying to explain functional medicine to them, what would you say?
I would say it's more down to earth, and it's not like big pharma trying to give you a prescription. It's more somebody trying to help you with really finding out what's wrong with you, but helping you balance yourself with the right things, the right remedies, and instead of going to the grocery store and picking up a vitamin and say, oh, this is going to help me. Because you can pick up that one vitamin and find out you take that one vitamin a day, you should take 6 just to accumulate what you get with these companies. Really, you're wasting money doing stuff like that when you could be putting the money into the right things, saving yourself money, but also better healthing yourself.
Money is a big pain, right? Especially in care. A lot of the times, preventative care is insurance, and insurance wants nothing to do with preventative care, right?
No.
So that's a major pain point for people, and there are obviously other ones. I don't know about this type of medicine. There's skepticism. There's things like that. And how would you address those pain points?
So with money, I know it can be tight and stuff, but think about it. What you're paying in for, like vitamins and stuff like that, and things that you're pouring into that are supposed to be helping you, but you don't feel like you're achieving anything. Why not take that money, set it aside, and do something like this and better yourself and watch the difference of the money you save from, instead of just dropping it down a toilet, to something that's going to help you and save you in the long run. A lot of people will look at it as a big picture as, oh, it's like a large amount at once. Think about it. You go to the grocery store or something, buy your vitamins. You're buying larger quantities and it's not helping you. You buy prescriptions that are doing more damage to your health than helping you. Why not find something that is, you're looking at the big picture, is it cost too much? Really? Does it really cost too much to take 10 minutes and figure out what you pay for one thing and really look at the balance between which one and which one's going to better help you and which one's going to harm you?
Just going off of that, if somebody was on the fence about just pursuing functional medicine, what would you say to them?
Nowadays, people want to go into herbalist and everybody else. You're looking at somebody that is something new. You're going to be scared, but think about it. When you go to this, you're getting answers that you can't get at your doctor's office. You can't get answers from a pharmacist or something with what's going on. And more people need to take better care of themselves, because look at our grandparents. When our grandparents, they lived forever. And nowadays, you don't live that long because of the modern medicine that people want to put in you and stuff. They're not helping you. It's just cutting you short. And you can't put a price on a life. You can't put a price on memory.
You really can't.
No.
That was very beautifully said.
Thank you.
I don't have any more questions. Is there anything you want to add? Covered a lot, but did I not prompt anything?
No, I think a lot of people, if they just took the time and really looked at things, people are starting to wake up and realize medicines that they're getting are not what they're supposed to be. Stop being scared and take that leap. I mean, we were kids. We went out, we jumped off buildings and bridges, and we were daredevils then. What's the difference? Be a daredevil for your health and make it prolonged instead of shortened.